Shalom, kings and queens. Shalom. Peace and blessings. Hope everybody had a great, prosperous week. I'm just going into another book. Like I say in these promo videos that I'm doing. My book is called The Knowledge of the Truth. If you want to pick it up, this is promo because in my book I have a chapter, like I say, titled "You Want to Hide Something, Put It in the Book." So that's why I'm doing these promo videos, just showing people the books that I've came across with my studies and read that I know we should read or have some type of understanding on. So now I'm going to show you the book of Josephus. This chapter, one of two-part videos I'm going to do is on the book of Josephus, and the other one's going to be on the Apocrypha. But this is the book of Josephus. If you don't have it, go pick it up. The book of Josephus, The Complete Works, by Paul L., translated by William Winston. So you can go pick this up. I got mine from Barnes & Nobles. Like I always tell you, I go on Barnes & Nobles or Amazon. You know, it was $20. But it's a wealth of knowledge in this book. It's a lot of understanding in here. About 1,500 pages. As you can see, it's a thick book. Mine in a little bit pretty good condition. I had for about 5 years now. So I'm gonna just show you some stuff as far as the book of Josephus. The book of Josephus was, first of all, Josephus was a first century Jew. He was a first century Jew that was hired by the Romans to chart the rise and fall of our people in Jerusalem. Okay, so it was like they had their own reporter to document our people history. So the good thing about this was Josephus did not have a biased objective. You know what I'm saying? What he reported was unbiased, you know what I'm saying? Because they told him to report exactly what he witnessed. So he was only charting down or putting things into the records as far as what he witnessed or seen himself. So that's the good thing about that. So this is not like a Roman propaganda type thing. This is a brother we talking about, an Israelite, you know what I'm saying? And he put these records into our account in this book here, in this book of Josephus. And you can read about it, you know what I'm saying? You look in the chapter there called, what is called the War of the Jews. And it's about the War of the Jews as far as with our people. You can read about that in that section. Check it out. So Nero, a guy named Nero. I'm going to show you. This is Nero here. A guy named Nero. Around the time of 64 AD to, what did it say? 54 AD, Salaki, excuse me. 54 AD to 68. I'm going to leave that on the screen so you can read it for a second, but see it for yourself. Statue of Nero. On page 653 in the book. But let's see who Nero is. Understand, Nero Claudius Caesar, his real name is, his full name. This is a Roman who did a false flag around 64 AD. He burned 8 cities in Rome and blamed on our people in Jerusalem. This was around 64 AD because they took us down in 70 AD, and it took them 7 years, like about 7 years to do it. You do the math. So that ramped up the spirit of patriotism in Jerusalem that led to our people fall, to the point some of our people took heed to Christ's prophecy in the Bible, and they fled out of there, running into Africa, fleeing from Roman persecution. And that's recorded in the Bible as well. And I was telling you about that in the book of Babylon the Timbuktu. I went over that a little bit, but I'm going to cover that too as well at the end of this video. And I'm going to show you how you tie this into the Bible and get your understanding. They was running from Roman persecution, I said. And they was taken into different parts of Europe and threw in arenas the people that didn't leave to our people in Jerusalem, that didn't take heed to this prophecy. So they was throwing arenas in Europe and was used like for sport. It was sport to them. But they was throwing arenas, our people fought lions, tigers, and bears, and sometimes we even won. But it was a sport to them though. So for those that didn't take heed to Christ's prophecy, they did not this did not happen all in one day either. Understand that. Like I say, it ain't happening one day. It took them about 7 years to do this. You understand? We dealing with a people who's a patient type of people. You know what I'm saying? Government are patient, meaning that they have agendas rolled out, but they was put in place way back then. Like this right here is an agenda that started back then. It's called a false flag. Yeah, we see false flags going on, all type of stuff going on. But false flagging came from this time, during 64 AD, 70 AD, when Nero did this false flag. He burnt 8 cities in Rome and blamed it on our people. So that lets you see that they do things that they started way back then, agendas that's been rolled out, you know what I'm saying, that they doing now to come against us. But you got to find that out yourself through your research and understanding. Wake up. Here it is. I'm gonna read it for you. Some of it. It said, so what happened was, it tell you, after Nero burned 8 cities and blamed it on our people in Rome, they used army personnel to police our streets. You understand? So they came in saying, listen, we need to be amongst y'all because we need to control the spirit of terrorism. You know what I'm saying? Because that can't operate amongst our people. So even though our people didn't do this and the government knew that, they still brought the army in, put them in place to destroy us way back then. This was in 70 AD, and they still doing the same things now. Same tactics. Understand, the first tactic to war is mental. The first tactic to war is mental. There's many of them, but the first one is mental. And it's the same plan they have against us today. That's why I'm trying to say that. So wake up. Same plan they rolled out then, they trying to do it again. You hear Donald Trump talking about putting up a wall, right? Where do you think he got that from? He got that from this. It's already happened to us. Remember, history repeats itself. There's nothing new under the sun. They tell you that in scripture. I'm going to put that on the screen for you. So understand this. Titus and Vespasian, their position was very major in this time. Titus, in his book, it tell you that Titus planned to put a wall around Jerusalem. Sound familiar, right? I've been telling people that I talk to, all the time, like, where do you think Donald Trump got that? Donald Trump, I mean, where do you think he got that, where he got that from? That idea of putting a wall up. So history repeats itself. You know what I'm saying? To tell you that, I'm saying, in scripture, there's nothing new under the sun. I'll put that up on the screen so you can get it. But there's nothing new under the sun. So they claim they putting up the wall to keep immigrants out, but understand this. They're not putting up a wall to keep immigrants out, because by letting immigrants in, that actually lowers or pulls down the wages. Why pay somebody $20 an hour when you can pay somebody $20 a day? That's just an excuse they're using to begin building that wall and put up a border. Wake up. The same border you can read about right here, you know what I'm saying, in 70 AD when they first did this. This is where false flagging started. We are, you know what I'm saying, when our people was took down by Titus and Vespasian. But see, Vespasian wanted to go straight in and do this and put up the wall. But the reason it took 7 years, because Titus was telling him, you got to understand, this is a people that we dealing with. You can't just go in like this. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a such thing as weapons and explosives and machine guns and all that at this time, no weaponry. So they had to use a certain type of force or a way to go in and come at us, at our people. So the way they did it was, it took them 7 years to build a wall. But through this 7 years, they took away our resources, our food, no water come in and out. You know what I'm saying? Starved our people out, and they weakened us before they took us down. This is all facts and truth. You know what I'm saying? Wake up. So let me give it to you, the scripture. Because the Bible tell you to prove all things, and I want to show you how you connect this to the Bible, and you can understand that this is a prophecy of Christ that he gave us to our people, you know what I'm saying, for the people that understood Christ's prophecy and took heed and got out of there in time. Because if it wasn't for them doing that, it wouldn't be no me or you. Understand that. So when you read the scripture, it tell you right here in Luke 21:20, it tell you that when Christ said, when you see Jerusalem compassed with armies, flee into the wilderness. So our people that took heed to that prophecy fled into the wilderness, you know what I'm saying, before they got a chance to build a wall around us, like I say, around Palestine. They took heed, they ran over the Atlas Mountains into Africa, you understand? So the people that didn't do this, they got took into arenas and fought lions, tigers, and bears, you know what I'm saying, and things of that nature. So you have to understand, you can connect this to the book of Josephus. The book of Josephus is very important. Pick it up and get understanding on it.